Today we are going to go over our newest feature of LiveAgent, the multi-knowledge base feature that we have been working on for a while now, and we are really excited to release it now. So before I get in and show you guys how it actually works here in our LiveAgent, I want to explain just a few of the reasons why you would want actually the multi-knowledge base and what you can do with it. So with LiveAgent, our main goal was actually to, let you handle all of your supports in one place when you log in. So, you have your account here, you're a business owner, you're an admin or a manager. Our goal is so you can manage everything from one place. You just log in here, you can manage your emails, chats, support, knowledge bases, right from here. So before this feature, you had to actually create another LiveAgent account if you wanted an extra knowledge base. Your account only comes with one by default. But now you have the option to create a whole new one, and you're going to be able to put it on a separate domain. So this is really good if you are managing, multiple businesses or, multiple brands under one business, and your support is managed all in one place. So you can have a separate, a completely separate domain where you can have new articles, new FAQs, forums, specifically for that brand. So this will enable you to do exactly that. So let me show you actually how to set it up. It's actually pretty simple. With our newest update, you will actually be able to see now in your settings, if you go in here, if you're an admin, and you go into your settings, and you go to system plugins, you are going to see one for multi-knowledge base now. So you can go ahead and activate it right here. You're going to see multi-knowledge base. It's going to be grayed out, and there's going to be a switch to activate it. We already have it activated on our account. We're using it on ours as well. This is our knowledge base. This is our LiveAgent account that we use for LiveAgent. So I'm going to be showing you this. So we already have it activated here. And so you're just going to click activate. It's going to ask you to refresh the page, and you'll be good to go. It'll be activated now. So once it's actually activated, you will actually be able to add a new one from this customer portal section. So we're going to go to knowledge base section. So once you activate it, now you're going to see an option for create. So at first, you're going to have one knowledge base. Here, you're going to see we have one that's just called general here. So this is our first knowledge base, right? General, it has settings, everything like that. And we have a second one already created here. So you can see we have one for LA Desk. And I'm going to show you what both of these are in a second, and actually a real live example of how they look. But at first, you're just going to have one. So you're going to have this one right here. And we're going to just create right here. Now, once we actually create it, you can create as many as you want. You can, if you have multiple brands or businesses you want to have separate knowledge bases for, you can go crazy. You can create as many as you want. But the way it works is for our ticket plans and ticket plus chats, each additional one you create is another $19 a month. So once you actually create it, it will just be added to your next invoice. And you will just see it there. You'll be able to use it. You're going to be good to go. It's not going to change anything here. You can just create them. You'll be on your way. So you're going to see here create, and basically this is where you set it up. So ours is a little bit different here. You're going to have one extra field, but let me explain what these fields actually are. So you're going to see the name. The name is just going to be whatever you want to name this knowledge base. This is only for you to see. This isn't going to be like customer facing. This is only for you and your team. So you're going to name it. So if this was like your product, let's say we're going to create it for Apple or something like that. So we're Apple. We're creating one for Apple here. Then we're going to put the domain. This is going to be where the new knowledge base is going to be available. So you must, if you have a LiveAgent account in our cloud, it has to be .ladesk.com. So it'll be apple.ladesk.com here. Now directory, this is if you want to add like a folder. If this is gonna actually be, if you actually just wanna do it like as a directory of your original domain, like ours is quality, support.quality unit, you could have it actually underneath that as well. So this is if you want to do that. If you want to make it a separate domain, just leave this blank. So we're going to do part on the same server as LiveAgent. So, it's ladesk.com. Okay. And then you'll hit create, and it's going to create a new one. Now, like I said, actually, on your accounts, you're going to have a space, another field here, actually, where you will be able to add SSL certificate. So, if you want that HTTPS, secure, you can also add your certificate right here as well. And then it will be secured once you create it, actually. So you just hit create, and now you have a new one. So I'm just going to close this out. This was just an example. Okay, so in our example here, this is our first one we've already had. And now, let's say I've created this new one here, right here, right? So now we have the LA desk one. So the way it's going to work is it's basically exactly the same as your first knowledge base. It's got the settings, you're going to be able to customize it. So it has everything the same. It's just basically adding another one here. So you're going to have configuration, you can change the theme, the colors, how it looks, everything like that. For the second one, you're going to be able to add a forum here, create articles as well. So everything's going to apply exactly here. So let me show you exactly how it works as well. So like I said, this is actually our LiveAgent account we are using here for LiveAgent. We in addition to creating LiveAgent, we also have another product, another software. So we actually need 2 knowledge bases. So, we've developed this for ourselves as well. So our general one is here. I can actually click on an article, and I can show you guys here. Let's see if I go to just a random article here. Let's open it up. So here's our first knowledge base. Here's an article here for our other software we make. And as you can see, if I close this out, let's go to our other one here. Let's just open up our getting started article. So you can see here is LiveAgent. So as you can see, we're managing both of them from one spot here. Now, you can see the articles here for LA Desk and the articles for our other software right here. And this is how the 2 knowledge bases will look. So we have support.ladesk here and our support.quality unit. So you'll be able to manage both of them from there. As you can see, let's go to my homepage here, actually. It looks completely different. We have this set up to brand, to match our other brand, how it looks and feels. And you can see for our LiveAgent account, it's completely branded differently. So as you can see, you can have them completely separate. Your customers can go to one. They won't be able to tell, that they're linked together if that's what you're going for. They will be completely separated out like that. So that is how to set it up. Like I said, you can add as many as you want. Each one is just an extra $19 a month. That's it. You add them on. If you have our all-inclusive plan, actually, you get 1 additional knowledge base for free. So that's actually included. So you get 2 with all-inclusive plan. And if you want to add a 3rd, you can just go ahead and create it right through here. So that's pretty much all I wanted to share here, guys. In a future webinar, we're going to go over a lot more about how this will work, and actually adding the SSL certificate. We wanted to show that as well in a trial account and actually creating it. So we are having another webinar on Thursday to cover that. But we wanted to just keep this one really short, 10, 15 minutes, and add it into our webinar series. We've been wanting to do a lot more of these, actually, just, as quick. You hop in, get some education about how LiveAgent works, show you all the details, and maybe some features you didn't know existed, as well as presenting our new features such as this one, which was just released in our latest version. So At this time, I wanted to ask if anyone has questions about this feature or knowledge base in general. If you guys could write into the chat, or I think there's a question section as well in the webinar. I will be glad to answer any questions you guys have. Okay, doesn't seem anyone has any questions. I'm gonna wait a few minutes. Maybe someone is typing. I can't actually see. Okay, here we got a question from Mr. Luck here. Sorry, I missed the audio at the start. I had to switch. Is there a cost for this enhancement? Yes. So each additional, it's just by each additional knowledge base. So each one is an extra $19 a month. So you can activate it and you won't actually be charged until you create one. So once you actually hit create, it's an extra $19 a month. It will be added onto your next invoice. So it's just per knowledge base. And also, if you already have all-inclusive, our all-inclusive plan, you get an extra one for free. So you can actually have two. That's included with your all-inclusive plan. If you want a third, it will be an extra $19 a month. And also, guys, this will be recorded, and we're going to be adding it to our webinar series on YouTube. We're trying to make a pretty, deep series there where we go over every feature. So we're going to be sending links out to you guys as well after the webinar is over, so you can check it out and review it. Here we have another question. When it comes to your workflow, what is the most effective way to use it to optimize that? That's a good question. So for workflow, basically the knowledge base is something you create over time. It's actually available to agents as well as admins, the knowledge base, not creating it, but actually editing articles and adding articles as well. So a good workflow is if you have some ideas for an article or something like that, what we actually do in the company is when we need a new article written or we have an idea like, let's use this new article, because the knowledge base is really powerful. It's going to save you a lot of support, a lot of time if you have a really good knowledge base created. Your customers, when they first want to know or have a problem with your your product or your business, they're going to go on your site and they're going to search what their issue is. So if you have a really good knowledge base, they can sometimes find the answers themselves. They don't have to email you, they don't have to live chat or call you. So yeah, it's really important to have a good, strong knowledge base available. It's always available 24/7 for your clients. They can just come on and check it out. So when we have a new idea for an article or we want to write an article, we usually create a ticket for that or like a task and assign it to the right person to actually write the article. And this is why we have it available for agents as well as admins, because sometimes your agents have a lot of expertise or knowledge on a certain topic. So if you click right here on new ticket and you just do new internal ticket, let's do department. We actually have one for knowledge base in our own LiveAgent. So I would recommend creating maybe a department for knowledge base as well. And what you can do here is, let's start with the subject. Like this will be the title of the article, and this is how we do our workflow. So take it as you will. So let's say we have a new article for like something like, let's say we're pretty new. So how to use our live, our live chat. So that would be like the title. And then right here, write some points like how to start the chat, for example, something like this, how to use the transcript. So this is something, we write down we create this ticket and assign it to the agent. Like, let's say we know who's the best person for the job. I'm gonna just assign it to, let's see who we got here. I'm gonna assign it to myself. So, and customer, we can just leave that blank. We don't have a customer here. So creating a task like this is really useful. Just create like this. And now it creates that internal task, internal ticket. It's assigned to me. So I know I need to write this article, create this article in the knowledge base, write it about these points here, and it will get added just like that. So that's how we do it in our workflow. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We haven't set up our LA yet. How can I find what plan I'm on? If you just click in the bottom left corner, it's going to tell you what plan you're on. If you are the account owner, you need to be logged in as the account owner, and you'll have access to the plan details here. It's going to say my account, or like a little person right here. You're going to click on it, and you'll be able to see what plan you're currently on, and if you want to switch. Actually, you know what? I can pull up an example here as well, just show you guys just really quickly so you know what I'm talking about. Right here, you're going to be able to see what plan you're on. If you're on all-inclusive, ticket plus chat, or ticket, it's going to tell you right there. Okay, let's see. We have another question. Is there any limit on the articles I can add within the knowledge base? No, actually, there's no limit. So you can add as many as you need. Hi, John, could you please repeat what we should include in directory field? Yes, directory. I believe you can actually leave this one blank, because directory is if you want to have multiple customer portals on the same domain but on different folders. So like, for example, domain.com/knowledgebase1, domain.com/knowledgebase2. So it's basically just going to be like a slash knowledge base, and not a first level or second level domain, if that makes sense. We actually have an article on the multi-knowledge base as well, and it explains what each of these fields are in a lot more detail and how to use them correctly. But this field, the directory field, is optional, Steven, so don't worry. If you don't want to use it, you don't have to. So you can just leave it blank. All right, do we have any more questions? We have a few minutes remaining. Okay, I think everyone, I've got all the questions here. Looks like everyone's good. Oh, do we have one more come in right now? How do we add things from chats or tickets to the base? Unfortunately, we do not have any feature like this that will just convert it to a knowledge base article. So at the moment, we don't have anything like that. We would just have to copy and paste. But that's a good question. No problem. Okay, guys, so that is actually all the time we have today. Like I said, we wanted to keep it short. Oh, actually, I guess we could have one more. I see Adam is trying to ask a question. Hold on a second. Let me give him 1 minute. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can let him in here. Hold on. It looks like he's calling in. Hey, Adam, did you have a question? Can you hear me? I'm not sure if it's working. Okay, so Adam, I will try to get to you by email after this. We actually run out of time. We only had about 20 minutes today. We wanted to keep it really short for the series and for the video. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you again, everyone, for joining and checking it out. Hope this was really useful. Like I said, we're gonna send out a link afterwards so you can see the video on our YouTube channel, review it, and we can take it from there. So thanks again, guys. Thank you, everyone. Y'all have a great day. Take care. Thank you.